Okay, friends. So, this video is going to be another how-to video, but this time it's airport edition, okay? How to get through an airport like a pro, okay? Like a professional airport goer, like a professional flyer, okay? After you watch this video, you're going to make all other aviators look silly, just flat out silly. Guarantee you, 100%. Okay, so a couple quick points I want to make before I really dive right into it. Okay, first point, it's 10 o'clock at night again, but this time I'm not on my deck. Okay, I'm in my living room. Okay, this is a couch behind me, which is so much more comfortable than my lawn chair right on my deck. So that's important, but it's 10 o'clock at night again. Okay, crazy day, crazy day. I got work and then I watered my lawn for 4 hours, which is wild. Okay, because basically all this whole entire week, the weather folks on the Weather Channel here in Massachusetts decided to push all the rain clouds away. So now the only source of water we have for this whole entire week for my grass, for my whole entire house essentially, is coming from our well in my backyard. So we got that going. So by the end of the week, I could spend about 20 hours watering my lawns. So that'll be a very exciting time. Okay. And actually, quick story before one last quick story before I head into the aviation airport like a pro scenario. Um, I was actually doing like a practice recording on my deck, and I thought I heard a lot of noises in the woods behind my house, and so I was actually almost done with the video, and I just abruptly ended it because I am super petrified of the dark. I hate the dark. I think the dark is just the most frightening thing ever. So I was like, you know what? This needs to end. I need to go inside. I need to restart that video entirely from scratch again. So here we are. So this really is take two, but we can just forget about that right now, okay? That didn't even need to be said. So, how to go through an airport like a professional, right? How can we really go through the airport and make it seem like we really know what we're doing, right? Um, and I love it. Okay, so I'm gonna I'm gonna really use the Boston airport as a major example throughout this whole video because I mean, come on, I'm from Boston, okay? Um, uh, so when you're driving through Boston airport and essentially any other airport around the country and around the globe, if you have to drive somebody to the airport, good luck, okay? Because I know at the Boston airport I've had to drop plenty of people off on my own. It was the most petrifying thing ever, okay? It was literally so scary. Just like the dark to me is, right? Okay? Because literally every single person you pass on the roadway, they just have that strong urge to honk at you, okay? It's literally the dumbest thing ever, okay? As soon as you pass somebody, they're like slamming on the horn, make you look like a fool, and it's like, really? To whoever is honking their freaking horn, just stop it. Come on. You're better than that. We're all better than that. We don't even need that. We're all going to the same place. We're all in the same place, okay? So just don't honk your horn. It's not worth it. Save your car, save your horn, save your battery, save your everything, okay? Just don't honk your horn. Okay? So if you're the passenger, you know, the first thing you want to do, obviously, is go to the right airline. You know, go to the departures, go to the right airline, get out of the car, get your luggage. When you get into the airport, okay, you're gonna come to, you know, a ton of kiosks, a huge desk. Okay, if you're gonna check your bag, make sure it's under the 50-pound limit. Okay, if it exceeds the 50-pound weight limit, they're gonna make you throw stuff away. Okay, so just do yourself a favor before you even leave the airport. Just weigh your bag. Okay. Usually this is not a major issue at all. So 95% of the time you'll be fine, unless you're really, unless you had a great vacation or you are gonna have a great vacation and you just literally need to bring your whole entire closet with you, then you're really not gonna need to be close to that 50-pound limit. So for the most part, like I said, you're gonna be perfectly fine. So don't even worry about it. And a big thing that I really find is that I would much rather print out the ticket, my plane ticket, rather than having it on my phone. Okay, that's like a huge deal with me because number one, if you print out the ticket, it only takes like 4 seconds. Okay, you just go up to the kiosk, you type in your name, your flight info and all that, right? And then it prints right out right there. You just grab it, check your bag and go. Or you can just go up to the airline attendant at the desk and they can print it out for you and make sure all of your flight information is ready to rock and roll for you, so you don't really have to worry about anything, right? Because you just have that physical copy in your hand. Okay, it just makes your life so much easier knowing that, hey, it's right here in my hand, I'm looking at it, I'm ready to rock and roll. Okay, this flight is going to be freaking incredible. So that really saves a lot of pressure off of you, right? A lot of essentially for me, it's a lot of stress, right? And because I don't like knowing that, hey, my ticket is on my cell phone. Okay, my cell phone could lose battery, right? Easily. So my phone could easily die, okay, therefore not allowing me to get on the plane, right? Because I can't get through security, because, I've already gotten through security at this point. I can't really print out my ticket because the attendant at the gate has like a long line of folks trying to find out more information about the flight, right? So and plus it saves a lot of time, just pulling your phone out of your pocket, and plus it saves a lot of germs, okay? Because when you go through security, you got the guards and you got a ton of people having to touch your phone just to look at your plane ticket on your app. And that's a lot of time being spent getting your phone, unlocking your phone, going to the app, waiting for the app to load, and then pulling up your flight ticket, which again takes time to load. So it's just a lot of time wasted when you could have taken 4 seconds to print out your ticket and just cut all of that out, right? And so again, it just saves a lot of people from touching your phone too. I'm kind of a germ freak, so when it comes to having people touch my personal belongings, no thanks, I'm good. I'll print it out easy peasy, right? So I again really recommend printing out your ticket. Okay, really recommend, really recommend it. And then another big thing too, folks, when you go through security, okay, security tends to be a long time, depending on what time of day you're flying out. So be prepared to wait. I also recommend if you're gonna fly a lot, okay, I fly a ton. So I have this thing called global entry. So I fly a lot around the United States, and I fly a lot internationally. And so this global entry gives me the TSA pre-check around the country as well as around the globe, okay? And pre-check lets you skip the whole entire security line, okay? So if you're gonna fly a lot, get it. It's worth the investment for sure. I've found it extremely beneficial on my end of things. So so go through security. You're gonna go up to a security guard. He's gonna look at your ticket. He's gonna need your personal ID. Essentially your driver's license. Just to make sure everything matches up. You are who you say you are. The picture matches your face. The name on your ID matches with the ticket, and it's gonna ask you a couple questions. Nice, nothing too crazy. It's like, hey, what's your name again? Hey, where you going? How, and then obviously, how's your day going? How are you doing? So they're just there for your safety, and they're not there to do anything crazy at all. They're really good. They're trained professionals, right? They know what they're doing. So just trust the process. Trust what they have to do. okay? And then when you go through, before you go into, and then, as soon as you go past the guards, right, this is where things tend to get a little confusing, a little tricky, but again, there's several other security guards right there helping you out, okay? Because they're going to tell you, if you don't have the pre-check, they're going to tell you, take off your shoes, take off your belt, if you have any jewelry on, take off all the jewelry. And they have like a whole bunch of buckets and bins that you can put all of your stuff in to, go through a scanner just to make sure, like a computerized scanner, just to make sure everything matches out, everything's, safe, everything's, the way it should be, and not some kind of scary tactic, right? So, the shoes, jewelry, watches, belts, sunglasses, right? They're gonna have you take that off, put it in the bin. They're gonna have, if you have like a computer in your backpack, they're gonna have you take the computer and I'm pretty sure the charger out as well, and put those in a bin, right? So as soon as it goes through that scanner, they have a better and clearer view of it. And then you will then proceed into like a another detector, just as an added layer of security. Nothing to worry about. Again, it takes 4 seconds to go through, so they're just gonna have you stand there. The little thing will swing around, as an extra layer of detection, just to make sure everything checks out, make sure everything's okay, make sure you're okay. And so as soon as you go through that, the guard is going to stop you for a second and make sure everything's okay. And as soon as the guard gives you the thumbs up, you're all set. Like, it's literally super easy. And, if the guard says, hey, we need to coolly pet you down, it's probably fine. I've never seen anything happen to anybody, and I've flown a lot, okay? So after that, usually by the time you get out of that metal detector scanner of your own, your stuff is basically right there to greet you. So you just go over, you get your stuff. You can put your jewelry, your belt, your shoes back on. Right, you can put your computer and your charger back in your backpack. All that stuff, right? And then here's the fun part. Okay, all the stressful stuff is over, basically. Okay. It's basically a smooth flight from there, okay? So what you do is, just again, look at your physical hard copy of your ticket that you printed out at the kiosk, right? You look at that and you say, hey, where is my gate? So you go find your gate, you can sit down, you can chill out, and then you get on the plane, and boom. That's how you get through an airport. And the great thing is, once you get through security, there's a whole bunch of places where you can get snacks. And I love snacks. Snacks are awesome. Snacks are great. So go reward yourself with a snack, a beer, whatever, whatever you want, because you just got through the airport like a pro. Congratulations.